Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 12th of April, 2024. My first day in a 6-day streaming week coming up, and no missed streams this week. It'll be consistent double streaming days every single day. Great streaming day today. Let's talk about what went down. First of all, a level 1 podcast that got me back into the swing of things, covering so many topics, including my initial viewings of the Fallout television show and my very early thoughts, only having seen 3 of the episodes without any plot spoilers. My Phil's Day Off segment, talking about, what I did for my anniversary celebration with my wife, some gaming news, and a lengthy segment analyzing my detractors and their behavior because someone left an incredibly insightful comment on a recent playthrough that I wanted to share with everyone, and everyone's eyes were kind of open to the situation. We're like, wow, yeah, this is an interesting comment. That's very true. So, great podcast. It actually ran kind of late because of all the topics discussed, I should say. And then we ran into fun Helldivers 2 gameplay. Once again, kind of a mixed bag when it comes to the quality, meaning sometimes I join a match and immediately get kicked seemingly for no reason. Sometimes I would join a match and it would have some wonkiness and drop. But for the most part today, pretty solid matches, I would say. Mixed it up, played a little bit of the what are they, Tyranids or whatever, the bugs, and then a little bit of the automatons, so that way it would be different gameplay going back and forth. Actually unlocked or leveled up like 3 times. I think I started level 8 and did level 11 and unlocked some new stuff, like a new stratagem, a new airstrike, but also a brand new weapon, the auto cannon, which a lot of people are saying is quite good, especially against the much tougher armored enemies that seem to be kind of damage sponges in the game. So all in all, it was a pretty good stream of good progress and, decent attendance and good support. So, good stuff. A good solid Helldivers 2 stream. Friday Night Fights certainly didn't start off how I had hoped. Very first match out of the gates playing E-Honda in casual matches, I get a troll. And the troll has a really offensive name. It's like, all right, well, I want to ban him. I think what you do is you start the match, and then you can quit out of the match, and you can go into your menu and say people you fought, and you can ban him from there. So I play the match, and, it started. I'm not going to play the guy. The guy's offensive. It's showing his name the entire match. And I quit out. I reboot the game, and he's not in my list. I'm like, so Capcom, in all their wisdom, they want you to actually play an entire full match with an offensive player before you can actually block them so you don't have to be basically bullied or offended by them again. Wow, that was real genius. You can't just do it during the match. What a bunch of idiots. So anyway, I do it. I have to basically go back in. I search again. And as I'm searching, I'm not finding anybody. Right, what is going on? And we're still waiting. I'm not finding anyone. And we're still waiting. And I'm not finding anyone. People are like, uh-oh. Did Capcom, ban you? I'm like, why would they ban me? Oh, because you quit all of a match. I was like, the guy's name was clearly offensive. I wasn't going to sit there and be bullied by this guy. I have the right to leave a fucking match if I want. And I've played how many matches in the 10 months the game's been out? I've probably played like 20,000 matches or something insane like that. And out of that, I've literally quit 3 times at this point. 3 out of 10,000 is not a lot. It should not get me a ban. Well, Capcom's a bunch of fucking idiots. And they made it so that if you quit out of any match within 3 matches in a week, they do flag you. And they give you what's called a yellow card, meaning now you're limited to only play other people with yellow cards for a few days. But if you play 3 matches and then don't disconnect for another 3, then it goes away. It took me, no lie, it took me about 45 minutes to finally play the 2 matches I needed. And then finally we got back on track. So essentially the entire first 50 minutes of today's Friday Night Fights was completely wasted because of this really insanely stupid system that Capcom put in place. It should be based on percentages, not on, oh, you quit a couple times in a row. What if someone has bad internet one day? And because of that, they drop out of 2 matches. Now, ban them from playing for a week. They can't find anyone. That's asinine. It's a lazy way out, and Capcom should have done that much better. Anyway, funny part is there's no point to me quitting matches anymore because I now know I can't block the player on the other end unless I actually finish the match anyway. So from now on, I'm just never going to drop a match because there's no point. If I'm going to get rid of someone that's a troll, I got to finish the match regardless. So we got back into it, and once we got back into it, the second hour of Honda was great. We had lots of close-up matches. I've actually learned a new combo utilizing the Sumo Spirit. I'm actually finally using the Sumo Spirit, which I never used in all my Honda gameplay up to now. I started remembering to activate it, and man, it's good. It can catch opponents with that 100 hands, and it cancels into other moves. I got extended combo into a drive rush, chop, 100 hands into level 3 super, chop into chop hands level 1 super. Like, I was doing some extended stuff tonight, which was great. I also found out that certain characters like Ryu are just way better now against Honda. I was like, damn, they buffed Ryu so much. Honda can barely do anything. Oh, his fucking standing fierce punch stuffs every move I have. Every normal I was pushing. I was standing next to Ryu. I did low short, which is literally Honda's quickest, best normal. The Ryu said punch right through it. I was like, wow. So I can't press a button next to Ryu. He can always just press fierce punch and stuff me. Wow. Anyway, still had a good time. Good matchups, decent support. People seem to enjoy it. And all in all, a good night of Honda, okay? So, that was today's full multiplayer streams. Tomorrow, we go to different kind of content, so listen up. On the podcast, I'll talk a little bit about today's multiplayer, but also any gaming news or whatever. Maybe we'll do some suggestion box. And the first stream is going to be Elden Ring, continuing on in the, mountain side of the Giants. I think what we'll do is finish Castle Sol and then maybe continue in the frozen area, get to the Giant, kill him. That'll give us the option to go to Fair Missoula. And then when that's unlocked, we can decide what's next. Do we want to go back towards the Haley Tree? Do we want to go to Fair Missoula? Do we want to go to the optional way to unlock Moog's Blood Palace and start that? We'll have like multiple options of things that we can do once we finish that area. So it's probably what we'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow night, something very special on the late stream on Saturday, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. My wife and I right here will be doing Beyond Two Souls co-op, which I'm very excited for. She loves Quantic Dream games. She loves narrative-based games. She's wanted to play this game for an extended period of time and hasn't had the option to, and now she finally can. So tomorrow it will be the premiere of our co-op playthrough. When you say co-op, the game technically has co-op, but it's pretty flimsy. The one person controls the main character like 85% of the time, and the other person would be controlling the spiritual character like 10 to 15% of the time. In reality, I don't even know if it's worth setting that up. It may be more of just, if she wants to pass me the controller, or else I just tell her what choices to make, and we do commentate on what is going on. And of course, I'll be interacting with the chat and getting questions fielded and shout-outs for contributions and things like that as we play the game. Should be 2 solid hours of fun narrative progress. Okay, I hope you'll join us for the premiere tomorrow night. So good stuff. Excited. Great beginning to the streaming week. Keep in mind, this week, a lot of variety coming up with React content, the premiere of a new game on Tuesday called Harold Halibut, which looks like it could be complete claymation randomness. I don't know what it's going to be. Good stuff. Good variety. So thank you all. Have a good night. Thanks for the great stuff today. Enjoy the content. See you in the morning, and peace out.